Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. The procedure issue I am raising, the atmosphere under which we transact business here must be free. When we are considering the amendment, the so-called coffee bill, we had military people raiding parliament, beating up MPs and arresting others, switching off rights, locking up journalists in the conference center, in the basement. This morning I came here. I had mobilized the people of Chira to come here and witness proceedings today because I am here on their behalf. But I came here when the whole parliament had been barricaded by policemen with guns. So the procedure issue I am asking, and I have also seen people who look like SFC in suits stationed somewhere. So I want to be assured, Madam Speaker, that you are not going to surrender us like last time to be beaten by SFC.
How did I surrender you?
We are under you. We thought you will not allow that rights are switched off, that an unknown people...
Honorable, you mean you've reduced me to that level of switching on and switching off lights? Huh?
Madam Speaker, I thought you as a speaker...
I will always protect my members. I will protect my members. Next item.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would like that you guide. Last week, before you adjourned the House, I did raise a critical matter regarding the bills that are before us to process, which are on the order paper for second and third reading. And the complaint that I raised at the time, Right Honourable Speaker, was that we were hurrying through the process. I even tabled here notices by the clerk to Parliament and the clerk to the committee, inviting very hastily stakeholders to come and give input to the UPDF amendment bill and, of course, the political parties amendment bill. Honourable Speaker, the stakeholders that were invited, most of them received those communications at 8 a.m., requiring them to be present before the committee at 9 a.m. Uganda Law Society received their letter at 11:50 a.m., and they were being required to appear at 12 noon, 10 minutes later. And yet that was the only day available for submission of views, memoranda, and so on and so forth. When I raised this issue before you, Right Honourable Speaker, you committed and said that I should not worry. The process is going to be given adequate time. After all, according to our rules, we've got 45 days within which to process these bills. That was your commitment, Honourable Speaker. You said, let me not worry. You're going to give adequate time to process these bills. And some of these stakeholders actually wrote back to the committee requesting for time on Monday, Tuesday, and so on. But as we went into the weekend, colleagues on the committees that were considering these bills were at a hotel considering the bill and writing their reports. In other words, disregarding the views of the different stakeholders. Honorable, I don't know if you want to allow information in my procedural point.
Can you finish on your procedural point?
Even though I know he had a very critical issue to beef it up. But like I was saying, Honorable Speaker, it appears as if there was a machination to lock out the different stakeholders. And yet you committed, Right Honorable Speaker, that there's going to be adequate time. And I said, we are going to follow your guidance, which you gave here. But that did not happen. I don't want to think that the Speaker lied to us as the House. Or could it be that the committee disregarded your ruling? Because when you speak, when you're in that chair, you're giving guidance and ruling. You said the committees are going to avail adequate time. But the committees went into the weekend and they began to write their report. What happened, Right Honourable Speaker? Did the committee disregard the guidance that you gave? I would request that you help us on that matter.
Thank you. Honorable Law, report to the committee, and after forwarding to the committee, they are supposed to report back. And we give them 45 days, within the 45 days. Now, if the committee finishes work in one day, who am I to say that, why have you finished it today? And secondly, when the work is done, I apply rule 26. I put this work on the order paper. I do not get involved in the committee work. Committee work is by the whips, government chief whip, opposition whip, independent whip, all those ones. Prime Minister, maybe you could answer why you have hurried with your work to bring in the House. Prime Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, some time back I told you I'm one of the best performing Prime Ministers. So if I can produce work in such a short time, I want the leader of opposition to appreciate. That's what I can.
Honorable Speaker, it's very possible, by the way, that the Prime Minister does not even know the contents of the committee report. But she was very quick to rise up to defend.
Honorable Chair,
Speaker, I am on procedure. Legal Committee Chairman, Honorable Namuyango, I am on point of procedure. You're always absent here. You don't even know the rules.
Please.
Prime
Prime Minister, Prime
Order.
Minister. Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, let's have calm. Let's Law finish his statement.
Honorable Speaker, I would like that the Prime Minister ceases to get excited. Please don't get excited. This is a parliament of rules. And you have been here for quite a bit of time. I don't know why as Prime Minister you don't read the rules.
Honorable Law, can you raise your issue?
And I was raising it before the Prime Minister, who doesn't know the rules, rose up to
No, you
disorganize
raise
me.
your issue. Raise your issue.
Let me then raise it. Hopefully the Prime Minister will be calm and quiet. Honorable Speaker, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by the Prime Minister, I had expected, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee chairperson to help us under, because when you gave that guidance, that there's going to be adequate time, for me, I took that to be guidance for the committee. So I don't know why they hurried and locked out.
No, let's hear from the chair of the committee. Chair committee.
Perhaps.
Chair committee.